First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Devlin. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is McDonald. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McDonald. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Devlin out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And bulldozing his way through. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's McDonald to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 7. McDonald sets to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 18.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. Open man right side is Cup. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Hey, watch the slide,
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Left side, Cook. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the bootleg. Devlin. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with McDonald. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Vikings nothing.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Devlin. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. action. Devlin. And he's got this to Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the Lions' 6-yard line.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Cook now off the read option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McDonald. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Devlin. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Devlin. And the hook up to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. From the gun, Devlin. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Operating from the gun, Devlin. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Throwing on first down, McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Looking to throw. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist. Viking 18. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 19,
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's McDonald. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Cooper Kupp, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. McCann for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Devlin. And the Lions Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, this is Cook. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. McDonald trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. McCann's got it teed up. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On the carry, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Uses this stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Back to throw. Devlin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second down at the 30-yard line.
Second and 8. Back to throw again. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. McDonald will try and set up the screen to Swift. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Devlin, he'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook now off the read option. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Devlin. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Devlin setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Devlin. Smith with a 1st down and more. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
26 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's 2nd down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on second down. Devlin. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.